what happens when the individuals as a team are at each other's throat, they're exhibiting toxic behaviors or otherwise refusing to cooperate with one another. How do you, as a leader, step in and turn things around?
You just fire them all. They're all gone.
Okay, end of interview. We got this. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. No, okay, so the seriousness, though, is when you've got people that are not getting along with each other and you can just feel the tension. How I've normally handled this is I call a group meeting. It's sitting around the campfire and passing around the peace pipe and kind of acknowledging what some of the issues are. But what I do is what I call a start, stop, continue exercise. And I usually do it with a piece of paper. Sometimes, depending on the size of the group, you can even actually write it out in advance. But usually the employees will kind of tell you. And then the first question is, what are we doing well? What do we want to continue doing? That's easy enough. And then the next question is, what do we think we want to continue? Well, what are you doing? What do you want to continue doing? It's fine. We're writing it all out. What do we want to stop in the group? What needs to end today? And all of a sudden you'll see that, well, we shouldn't be bullying and people shouldn't call rank and people shouldn't do this and do that. And you're writing this all down. At the end of that meeting, you can say, you guys, I totally agree. We are all on the same page. This works very, very well with groups. They'll all kind of fall under that. You're keeping control of the meeting. You're jotting down what you want to start doing, stop doing, and continue doing. And then what you tell them at the end of the meeting is twofold. Number one, I'm going to put this all in writing, you guys. Today's date is whatever, August the 1st. And August the 1st is the day I'm re-welcoming all of you back to the company. You all get a chance to start over, line in the sand, welcome to the organization. We're so happy to have you here. As far as I'm concerned, all the baggage that leads up to August 1st stopped on July 31st. August 1st, we're starting over again, and you all get a clean slate. The next thing is you have to forgive yourselves and forgive each other because this thing did get out of hand. And I think, just being honest, we all could admit that. We want it to be better than it is. And then I want to capture this in writing, and I'm going to pass it out with my signature. And my signature is going to say that I commit to all of you that I will withhold these standards going forward. But you can't put me in a situation to violate my own agreement, because if you do, it's going to be a different conversation. And it's not this kind of peace talk that will probably be attached to some kind of disciplinary warning. And I don't want to go in that direction. You're adults. I'm holding you accountable for this, but we need an agreement that as of August 1st, we're all starting over again.
Right.
You need permission to forgive yourselves and forgive each other, and we start over again. I'm not telling you to forget, but what I am telling you is the behaviors that were exhibited through yesterday end today, and we start over again. And it's so funny when you make those clear lines for people, when you give them that date in your head, when you put it in writing and say, this is what we've all agreed to, that we want to stop, start, or continue doing. I'm not saying it fixes it for everybody, but it does. It will fix it for a while because they realize you're taking it seriously, and you get a chance to reset expectations for everybody. You may need tune-ups every quarter, I don't know, but the reality is you've got that date, and they'll joke about that date for 5 years. All code was August 1st. Okay, it's true, but they remember what it is, and that's the main thing that you want to get through.
And Paul, on a personal level, I think that many people are not trained at home growing up on good conflict resolution. And so what you're bringing to the table for most people is something brand new to their life. And so you're not only helping them, I think, on a professional level, but obviously on a personal level as well.
I got a lot of practice as a kid, which is a very good thing. But the funny thing is, you're right, the path of least resistance is avoidance.
Yes.
And managers will sweep things under the rug and hope they fix themselves. And the reality is they rarely do.
Right.
You can do these things when they're minor impediments before they become these massive problems.
Right.
Just getting in there when you see it going a little bit off the rails and it's time to get everybody back on track again, that's the time to move in. But likewise, you can also do it when it's already off the rails. The start, stop, continue, when I usually use that for someone else's department, not for my own, because
of course not.
Happy. But that's when it's usually come off the rails, and you can start them over again and reinvent that relationship.